First of all, just want to congratulate our team once again. Really proud of our guys. Back-to-back road wins. This has been a tough stretch, but how they've played. Had obviously a clean game down there in Miami, and then a hard-fought game at NC State where we had a lot of momentum swings, and we're able to continue to turn it back and finish the game in strong fashion. So really proud of our team for the stretch we've had these last couple road games, but glad to be home. Really excited about being in front of our home crowd this week. Obviously, we all know, Clemson, Florida State's always a big game, and for us, it's the biggest game because it's the next game. But some games always have a little extra juice to them, and this one has been a game that's been huge for both teams for many years. So look forward to competing against those guys. Florida State is same old. I mean, it's well coached, got fast dudes all over the place. They know what they're doing. They're defensively they very talented up front. They got some young guys they've recruited very well that have gotten better as the year has gone on. Outstanding in the secondary. They got some guys that can run, got great length. I mean, 6'2", 6'3" guys back there. So, again, same old challenge. Offensively, big, strong offensive line. Dalvin Cook, y'all know how I feel about him. He's an amazing player. He leads this league in all-purpose yards. He leads the league in scoring. Averages 8.2 yards a carry. So those are some freakish numbers. 148 yards a game. They do a great job of involving him in the passing game. They probably screen to the backs as good as anybody that you'll see. Number 9, Dalvin didn't play last week. Number 9, he's a different guy. He's 235 plus pounds, big, strong, outstanding back, excellent receivers like they always have. Really, really good football players. So 3 and 15 and 8, all those guys, and they got some really talented freshmen that they've mixed in there as well. They always do a good job with their tight ends. I know that Golson didn't play last week. They don't really do anything different. I mean, they run their offense, and both of those guys are very capable of running their offense. Obviously, McGuire beat us last year, and Golson has had a heck of a year for them this year. I mean, he's second in the league in passing. So, just a really good football team. Their kicker's been there for going on 8 years, I think, 2 terms. He's an amazing talent and has been a great weapon for them. Their punter's back. They got excellent skill in the return game. So, again, not really anything different. This is a team we play every year, know a lot about them. We recruit a lot of the same guys, and our guys know them. So we have great respect for Florida State. This is a team that has been the best in our league the last few years, and they've earned it. And been a great representative. I mean, they've won the national championship and then played in the first college football playoff last year. If we want to have an opportunity to do that, you've got to win this game. You got to find a way to beat these guys. And it's been it's easier said than done. Haven't been many teams that's been able to do it. We've had our opportunities, and we'll have to find a way to finish if we're going to beat them. That's for sure. But look forward to getting after it 3:30 on Saturday. Any questions?
Just, I guess, almost to get it out of the way, the first college football playoff rankings come out tonight. Do you feel like you're in the top 4? Do you care?
I don't care. Not unless they're going to give me an exemption, like a pass. So, like in golf, and you win a tournament, then you just don't even have to play the rest of the match. You just show up for the Masters. You get to go to the Masters because you get an exemption. So, unless they're going to come out with an exemption, maybe that would be a great addition. They get the first poll comes out, and if you're in the top 4, you get 2 mulligans or something. I don't know. Unless they do something like that, no, I really don't care. It's just so irrelevant. I've said that many times. I mean, last year, 3 of the 4 teams in the first poll didn't play in the college football playoff. I think the first poll, Ohio State was 16th, maybe, won the national championship. The first poll, Georgia Tech wasn't ranked, finished ninth. The first poll, Notre Dame was top 10, finished unranked. So, like I said, unless they're going to change the rules or something, I know that they got to fill the air time, and it's great for college football, and you got to have something to talk about and create some drama and excitement and sell advertising, but it just has nothing to do with us. I mean, we're honored because what we're excited about is we've had a great season. That's what we're excited about. But the only poll we're excited about is December 6th. And I promise you, if we'll have the biggest poll party you've ever seen. We'll open up Death Valley and serve pizza to everybody and just have a poll party on December 6th. That'll be a time to celebrate a poll. But until then, it just doesn't matter because, man, you gotta earn your way there. You got to go win the games. You don't get any passes. So has nothing to do with where we are right now. Our focus is on trying to beat Florida State.
Was that the toughest loss you've ever experienced last year? Just the way.
Oh man, they're all tough. I mean that was one of the toughest. 2010 was we led the entire game. I think the only time we trailed in the game was when the ball went through the uprights from about 82 yards with 2 seconds on the clock on that kick that kid made. I think that's the only time that we trailed. So, I mean, all losses are tough. They're all tough. At Auburn in 2010 in overtime. I mean, I could go on and on. Those things kind of stick out in your mind when you lose games. It's, the wins kind of pile up, and you enjoy all of them. But man, those losses they kind of stick out. But that was definitely a tough locker room. But again, that's life. I mean, that's just life. You have good days, you have bad days, and what we try to talk about, and that's what I think football teaches. It teaches you how to respond in life too, because you can mope around and pout about it, or we got plenty of people that do that, or you can do something about it, and you can respond. Life is about how you respond. It's not about what happens. It's about how you respond to what happens. That's really what it's about. And when you have success, how do you respond? When you have failure or disappointments, you make mistakes in life, how do you respond? And we went on to win 9 out of 10. And in fact, we've won 17 out of 18 since that time. So that to me is, I think, how you measure what a person's made of. It's not what happens. It's not the success that they have. It's not the failure that they have. We're so quick to praise and judge, but to me, it's how you respond. And it was a tough time, but move on to the next one. That's why for us, it's always, no matter what happens, the season starts tomorrow. No matter what, win or lose, season starts tomorrow, and let's go stay focused on what we can control.
Dabo, can you talk about the maturation of Tony Elliott as a play caller?
He's done a great job, and it's not. I mean, Tony gets all the credit, but Jeff Scott calls a ton of plays. He called 2 touchdowns the other night. But we get a lot of collaboration. Tony has to kind of manage it from up top, but it's not just Tony. We have a true co-coordinator situation here. Game planning, developing, and calls, how we put the calls together. The way we do things during the course of the game. So both of those guys have been tremendous. Done a great job.